Hey, mister, any bits to spare? Your allotted time to impress me is already expired.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice. 100% of your daily fiber unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us in Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the
Don't reckon those raps are just for show.
Looks like we're about to have company of the unwanted kind. The sovereign provides, the system abides.
There's a new face. Any chance you've brung news from the commander? Can't restart the dig without his permission, and the clock's ticking on my getting that early completion bonus. Started getting peculiar vibrations as we hit the halfway point. Could be nothing, but I got this job because the last foreman ignored similar readings. It ended poorly for him. Thanks. You ask me, I definitely earned it. It's a puzzler, that's for sure. More likely than not, some kind of old protectorate infrastructure. Maybe sewage or a conveyor. Messy, but mostly harmless. Worst case, it's a uranium gas pipe, and further drilling will kill everyone here in seconds. It'd be hard to collect bits for making a tunnel with no workers to dig it first. I see the angle you're coming from, but the long-term cost of hiring and training new workers outweighs the short-term gains of massive, layoffs. Keeping workers with hands-on experience is an important factor for long-term profitability. Good thinking, though. I'll keep you in mind next time I need help cutting costs. Not unless your lamps can see through solid rock and figure out what's on the far side. Goodbye, early completion bonus. You back to see more of the tunnel? I'll save you the trip. Not a pebble has budged. Same is true of our bit accounts, sadly. Pardon me, but you what? You just have a magic little device in your pocket that lets you detect enemy troops through 2 feet of solid rock? Well, ain't that something? Wait, that means they already dug half the tunnel for me. That bonus is still in reach. That don't change me needing to get the commander's go-ahead to restart the digging. What say you run yourself back to the base and get me the okay? Just down the road. Can't miss it.
You've 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4.
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is valuable. Forgive my incredulity, but how did you get that information? I see. Quite a useful bit of technology. Our engineers determined this was the most geologically stable place to tunnel. The Protectorate likely did the same. It even stopped drilling for the same reason we did. I'll send orders to resume drilling immediately. We'll take them by surprise. Send them running, and I'll be one step closer to getting off this dirtball.
Knock off the funny business.
Uh-oh. Get ready, people. We may have trouble.
Mighty glad that's over and done with. Just need to finish reinforcing the tunnel, and I can collect a big fat bit cartridge.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on Prater, is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever. Cognitive compliance is a key part of our
got some bad company. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue entertainment, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
The sovereign...
Collective cognitive compliance is a key to your prescribed...
Deserves a look. Let me at this nettlesome contrivance.
Perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Resolved on its own.
Got eyes on some no...
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnatarium, here on Praetor, is special. It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive advisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever. At all times, the paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Enthusiastic.
Commander, watch your butt!
In all its many forms.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia,
Troublemaker approaching!
is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive advisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more...
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today. Are you...
Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases...
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts? All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail, and a quick dip into the lake of particularity to abrade your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a productive...
Ain't exactly sure why you letting us go, but I'm gonna miss having someone else on the ship to talk to. Someone halfway sane. I mean, besides you, of course.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and
Greetings,
contented.
subject. Or should I say refreshed to date. Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
This Protectorate subject appears to be cognitively altered. It may be best to limit aggression and feign friendliness.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally
Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our content.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / you're right, and it will begin your assessment.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment.
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective. Incorrect, but your response has merited a yay-sayer verbal commendation for exceptional tactfulness in the field, allowing you partial credit. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually, each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium...
Incorrect. Wait, processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
Unacceptable. Obsequious denial detected. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions...
Processing determination. An acceptable response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 100 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Is to court ruin.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser
This unit reminds you that mental refreshment is not an Earth Directorate approved medical procedure.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together.
We're refreshed, so refreshed.
Oh, hello. Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon.
To ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm
No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
Stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say. Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me, but I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
While there are many mental refreshment
Some say the Sovereign Sluggers are better, but the efficient always used to rule in their favor. Anyhow, my daughter got me this ball to commemorate a big game. I had to turn in my personal items when I was admitted. On account I tried to leave once or twice before. Saw them put it in a closet behind reception upstairs. Suppose so. Maybe almost, at least. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry, though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
That doesn't seem like the sort of thing that'd be allowed, but guess you know what you're doing. I'll be dithering about here in the meanwhile.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases
The
tractability.
kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
And refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, at its base, humanity unguided is cravenly, inept, and slothful. We of the Protectorate are not, because we do not allow ourselves to be. The paradigm charts our course, gives us purpose. The Consul is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect. And thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
Observe set progress.
Emergency protocols ready. You are making an alarming Commander.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Status susceptible to danger.
Not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Status corrosive substance penetrating extraction.
I don't see him.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Knew you had my back.
Duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and fashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative. No bliss and plenty.
Not friendly life form detected.
Directorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout our area. Placid Waters Wellnatarium.
Could have sworn no one was due for hours. Wherever is your chart? Wait, you're not a patient. You're not even a Protectorate subject, are you? I see it now. You possess the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
This individual is likely the lead scientist of this facility. He is unlikely to have been subjected to the same treatment as its prisoners.
Well, out with it. Who are you? Such a brazen display of derision of Protectorate ways. How unexpected. How provocative. This presents a rare opportunity to hone my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. Ah, for one of our adversaries, I'm sure. I have a proposal for you. I'll provide you what you wish if you debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology in a reasonably competent manner. Oh, listen to this one. If I win. Don't you worry your oddly shaped little noggin about that. I simply require diversion. Something novel, perhaps even a light challenge. I am confident I will convince you of the superiority of our ways and gain you as an ally. A capable one presumes, since you made your way here. And if not, what would those nincompoops in Auntie's Choice make of our methods? Or the walking, talking abakai of the Order? There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order? Our former allies? Those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation. What say you of them? A clear example of a life to avoid, yes? That's what happens when you get big ideas. What say you about Auntie's Choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? I do appreciate your candor. That even an amoral outsider like yourself find them worthless is telling. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. I appreciate the compliment buried within there, I think. It is true that those of us more ingeniously minded can sometimes be misaligned with the Paradigm's plan. Temporarily, of course. One cannot and should not fight perfection. Oh, are we to debate the nature of self now? Of identity? Let's stay on topic. I admit I've never submitted myself to the lathe of particularity, but I'm sure it would be like a light, pleasant misting of the mind. I am certain I would return unchanged. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? You don't think I'd send thousands through the process if I wasn't absolutely confident of it being unharmful. The results speak for themselves, literally. Our subjects have never been more content. They say so repeatedly. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of wits, one of us proved severely outmatched, and I'm not sure you're completely aware of which of us I'm referring to. I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess, though ultimately I'm not wholly surprised. Suppose that leaves one last thing.
Entering a confrontation stage.
Side of a freighter.
Cannot comply. This unit is incapacitated. Treatment form. Needles.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The Paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
This
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Pushing ahead!
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Hurry back! Replenishing my firearm.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
I repudiate all facets.
resuming hostilities.
Forever vigilant. Giving chase. Back to it. What was invasive element?
Gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
I see an unfriendly source.
the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is perfect. Our pitch ball is well conveyed.
Got eyes on some no good.
friendly in combat range.
Got troublemakers.
Confronting threat.
Give the order, and I'll take care of them, Commander. Troublemaker approach.
Emergency protocols ready.
Through his beneficent guidance.
Regain sight.
This unit is in need of assistance.
Hostile bust.
Recommencing hostilities. For our beneficent... Reconvene.
Contact reestablished.
There you are.
Unfriendly.
Take grenade. They manufacture
Resuming hostilities. Engaging hostile life forms.
Contact lost. Spy move. Continuing inspection.
Computational state.
Hostile state. Love to, but I'm not ready. Hey, got a distraction for you. Up there.
Corrosive substance. Penetrating exterior.
Hello. You find my pitch ball? Oh, commemorative pitch ball. I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there.
Got my lamps on an unfront.
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Oh, and last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward. After you, by all means. I fear I must insist.
Troublemaker approaching!
The system abides.
Latest contraband came in. Looked like quite the haul. Any standouts? Couple dozen antique toys here as well.
Glad there are people out here like you. Gives hope. Both of us, well, we're forever in your debt. Ah, before I forget, here, this is for you. Thank you ever so much for freeing my father.
My friend from Placid Waters. Appreciate you fetching the pitch ball Millie got me. And of course, the escort out of there. Though mostly, the pitch ball. Wonderful, wonderful. So good to see Millie again. Don't know how to do anything here, but I can sing to my heart's content. You heading out? Do take care. Again, much obliged.
Get caught unawares? All you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Don't you understand that this, all of this, is wrong? You wouldn't need to pedal the bridge if you still adhere to the sovereign rules.
I wouldn't live at all if the Protectorate was in power here, actually. Heard about your hanging...
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection, though you shall not prevail. Sporting! Let us do battle! That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress.
I'll be collecting the price on your head now, thank you. No. Traditionally, you lot offered to pay less before resorting to threats of violence. Let's negotiate. Then I'll take whatever you got and call us square.
Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to Not a Weapon Store!
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a battle for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down from modesty to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stack the deck against the little person. As they tried with us in Pal City, did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just... team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice. Attention any and all new debtors on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from the unnamed and clearly unemployed.
I see you're back from the Protectorate's little mind manipulation spa. All their secrets in hand, yes?
Our team at Proprietary Insight Acquisition has been salivating over the potential commercial applications of that process.
Oswald in Proprietary Insight Acquisition, demoted for playing confidential logs in a paid public toilet.
Well, got what we needed. Sometimes a body count can't be helped.
Better in the ground than in our enemy's employ. Nice work, my ameliorator.
Now, I assume you won't mind we have a few questions about the process. Our people will extract details about the pharmacology and methodology. That will all no doubt prove useful, but we're most interested in the technology and its results. Can't say I like the sound of that. Seems like they'd be difficult to market to.
How truly unfortunate. Those without desire or drive make terrible customers. They could barely even be considered consumers at all.
What else can you tell us about the place? Turn up any additional details? Anything especially marketable? But still, they keep on marketing it as virtually foolproof, don't they? So much for their vaunted moral high ground, and so much for us exploiting that piece of technology.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no.
Oh, good to know, good to know. That's certainly interesting. Intriguing, even. What else? Excellent. Well, here's your reward, along with something extra for your effort. Too bad about the lead scientist. Converting him would have earned you an above-average payout. All right. For your next assignment, well, it's something of an organizational priority.
Congratulations! Your storied success has earned you a whole entire minute with our illustrious leader, Auntie Cleo!
So your preliminary chores are complete? Oh, finally, a contractor with a little backbone. Normally they flee or expire, leaving the work woefully incomplete. Ah, I remember you from before. Fairfield, yes? Terrible business. Never did discover who was to blame. Tell me, as an outside agent, do you have any quandaries working with our organization? Yes, quite. Hopefully we'll continue to make many more, together. Do hope you'll forgive these two. They're competing for a rather significant promotion, you see. It tends to make employees fractious, like young ursopods cooped up in the den. Well now, time's wasting. Do you know the archive on Cloister, the moon-sized computronic contraption?
As you will no doubt recall, it was responsible for creating the monopolistic mercantile methodology plan, our current operations manifesto.
That old hat again.
Whether or not I yet have full confidence in the strategies it devised is presently irrelevant. Regardless, I want it back under our control as soon as possible.
Protectorate forces occupy the area. All of them, it seems.
Yet, a skilled operator like you could lead the charge, slip in where a larger, less cost-effective force might falter. Little sabotage, some well-timed calling of reinforcements once you retake Spiotin. Voila! The Protectorate are gone, at a fraction of the projected price otherwise. And if you have some calculations you want to run on it first, fine. Our goals align. Just give us the archive when you're done. Sure, it'd put you on the Order's bad side, permanently, hostilely, but I'm certain you're prepared to accept that. Who cares if a bunch of bookish academics are mad at you, right? I await your additional queries with bated breath.
It's the former headquarters of the Order on Cloister. The Protectorate have it under control. You recapture it, our forces will move in.
There's a lift outside the archive from Spireton. Once you activate it, all those troops will come spilling in to help you.
Oh, nothing untoward, I assure you. Some advanced planning for our eventual return to Halcyon to prepare for a little business with old rivals. Pull this off, you'll be handsomely rewarded.
This is exactly the kind of surgical operation I recruited you for, and all eyes are upon you now. So aim to impress.
I can meet you there once you've breached its defenses. Call on me, if and when you need.
Splendid. You have a reasonable amount of my confidence. More than most.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Do appreciate it, Commander.
That's why mental refreshment is so important.
I see an unfriendly sort.
Process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty.
Have you considered that submitting ourselves voluntarily is proof enough that we don't require it, and would, in fact, waste resources that could be better spent on other subjects? Need I remind you that we are at war? All loyal subjects must be willing to sacrifice their own.
Troublemaker approach.
Invasive element!
Unfriendly company. They're fine.
I must reload through his beneficent guidance.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Commander, where's the items?
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Not to question the gift, but I'd expect a lot more personnel around for a lab of this size. Where is it?
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone went.
Hostiles!
sharp. It's a fight.
Got my left on an unfront.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
You locked up in the wrong side of the square. Hey, got a distraction for you.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall in Exhibition Tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
I smell regicide. The Sovereign's certainly dead.
The Sovereign's a downright dove compared to the console.
To celebrate the of our once and future sovereign. So dry those tears as I call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. We will finish our great sovereign's work and purge Arcadia of those who seek to harm us. We shall clench our victory and step into the prosperous future our matriarch promised.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Almost dead.
Back in my...
There must be something here. I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments if you prefer it done quiet-like. Or I can just improvise. Always more fun that way. It has always worked for me.
Do I know you? Your voice sounds strikingly familiar.
I don't think... I mean, definitely not. You must be mistaken.
Well, your assistant seems spirited. But do not mistake me. I only want the appropriate measures to be taken in response to what appears to be a significant security breach. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding Protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. That is privileged information.
This really necessary, Commander. She's already been fairly forthcoming.
Some things I cannot divulge, even under pain of death. This is one of them. All I can say is that the prototype is just that. A proof of concept rendered in miniature. Back to the topic at hand. Do we have an accord? Or do you intend to make further errors in judgment by rejecting my help? The prototype rift modulator is currently in interstitial hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not?
Should this announcement not have come?
hostiles near. Spy, move!
Now what?
It's a fight.
Forever vigilant.
They really just left the modulator out in the open, huh? Well, let's say we avail ourselves of their poor security.
High priority alert. The prototype Rift modulator has been removed without proper authorization. Lockdown initiated.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the Rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. Prototype modulator. The first of many such devices we've created here at the center. And regardless, that one won't remain in your keeping long. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage? Act glib if you like. All you've done is illustrate the need for more invasive auditing of my personnel. I'll be sure to inform them of your role in that unpleasantness. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. Does such bravado normally advance your agenda? So be it. We can forgo civilities. I will await you in the hangar. There, bullets may fly more freely than words.
Put idlers in freeload. In our
I have the ones you need to worry about.
to die?
Eyes up. Hostiles.
Troublemaker approaching.
Search the console.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Let's frame up.
How are you still upright over there?
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Look sharp. It's a fight. Either restore my life or avenge my death. I'm alive. Who needs to die?
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed, broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
What is it?
Unfriendly company.
And shimmy to your heart's reasonable abandon?
No, that's only for celebrating the downfall of our enemies.
Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the console's favorite team?
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influence. Deserves a look.
This paradigm deserves a look.
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Merely a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
Don't be reluctant to unfold any rifts you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
It's a fight!
Susceptible to danger.
Say, bet we can unfold that rift now. I gotta know what's in there.
Hostile spot!
Do you suppose there's been another incident?
Hostiles here.
The one with the song?
I see an unfriendly sword!
Moving to safety!
Ready to waste them. On your command.
You think so?
Keep your back on the inside,
Quarry found. Target reacquired.
They shall be avenged!
This might sting. Wine. Contact lost.
Looks like they vanished.
Spy, move!
little too clean for my taste. Makes you wonder what he's hiding.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter that claimed my arm. Let's open the hood, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original scene. That could lead us to the evidence we need. You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved! And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. The man cannot defecate without humming a Protectorate anthem. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else? How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them. I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? The kind that buys you time to do what you need to. If we can find a way to isolate Valancourt from his forces, he will be much easier to deal with. I'll go first, follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him. But his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself. Such a belligerent tone is unbecoming from one of your profession.
Tell me to calm down, you traitorous worm. Someone, either you or acting under your orders, removed a vital part from the rift generator, ensuring a catastrophic failure. I've seen this sabotage myself.
For you to have discovered that, you'd have needed to reopen the rift. Ah, you're collaborating with the thief, aren't you? Oh, Doctor, big mistake.
I'm going to report you to Central Control. The Sentinels should know one of their own has gone rogue.
Oh, shall I quake and quiver? Your threats are wasted air. We Sentinels are now empowered to act extrajudicially. I was merely taking initiative. Matters not if the console failed to recognize my foresight at the time. All came to right in the end, now that that simpleton Varric is off the throne. You've turned into such a disappointment, Sophia. First, you blunder my perfect plan with your disgusting heroism. And now you conspire with outsiders.
That outsider barely needed my help. Of the two of us, clearly it is you whose job efficacy has most deteriorated.
Bold of you to assume I don't have everything under control. Or did you think I hadn't cottoned on to this obvious distraction?
Distraction? I don't know what—
You'll die now, burglar. Enough hiding.
Okay, recharge! And you, got a distraction for you.
You may as well cease your lurking at the food door here. Replenishing my firearm.
Willis,
Don't make me avenge you! When you have a moment, Commander, I'd like to talk.
Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious, our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. So, I'd like to clear out another of our camps so I can access one.
Your proposed time leisure. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us. I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldier!
Reason's pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
You want trouble?
Free hole in the head! Commander, watch your vitals!
This might sting. All in the wrist.
Gotta check for smokers.
Wrist weapon prime!
Weirdly intent on dying for nothing, it's your life. The way you tore through those hull heads, I almost took you for an old colleague of mine, but no. I don't know you. Go away.
Could have sworn Marisol mentioned having an old contact here in Cloister. Maybe we should come back with her.
Wait. Yeah. That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hull heads show up. Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage. Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Boujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Sir Anais Boujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
You can call me Niles. Rest isn't important just now.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order needlessly, heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Hold on. Did you? You continued your research. On your own.
I calculated what might occur if my work was completed. And there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Soltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher-order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.